Hey, what's good YouTube? Welcome to another video, and we done Bill Russell, so it's time for you to do it as well. I put all of my methods into this one video, and this will be for both for current gen and for next gen, so no matter which console you play on, stay tuned and you will find something useful for yourself. And I just want to say that I don't want to make a 20 or 30 minute long video, and I'll try and make this as short as possible. So if something is a bit too short, make sure you write in the comments down below, and I'll definitely be there to ask every one of your questions. And also I left a controller on the screen there so you can see what are my inputs, so you can follow what I'm doing easier. If you're new, go ahead and please subscribe to the channel. That helps me out a lot, and drop a like on a video if this helped you and if you learned something new and learned how to do one of these things. But yeah, apart from that, let's get straight into the video. So let's start with blocks, and method for both current gen and next gen for blocks is the exact same. So you go with the center under the basket, you switch players, and you switch to the point guard, and basically you jump with the point guard as soon as your opponent crosses the backcourt. So yeah, as soon as he's like in the middle, like straight in the middle, you just jump with the guy who's defending that point guard, and you switch back to your center instantly. And as you can see, CPU drives under the basket, and it's easy blocks for you. Make sure that you get a big long arms, like huge wingspan center. I used Gilmore Galaxy Opal Gilmore that we got from the level rewards last season, I think, but there's definitely a lot of players who are useful in this situation. But as you can see, method is exactly the same, and sometimes you will get hoed, sometimes it will not work as you planned, but yeah, I'm putting my fails in there as well, but you see that it works just because that principle is the same. And yeah, next gen they will shoot 1,000 of reverse layups on you, but you just gotta do what you gotta do and keep on grinding, and you will get this down. Now moving on to rebounds, big shout out to Bio2K for this method. I loaned it for a minute from his triple double video. But yeah, what you want to do is call for pass and screen away, and what you want to do in that case, you run to one of the sides to one of your players and just straight in front of his defender, and you hold triangle for your player to cut. He will cut, and you press circle while still holding that triangle. You can see the inputs on the screen. But yeah, you press circle while holding triangle, it will make you a fake pass, and that guy will be standing under the basket completely open and boxed out, and it's an easy, amazing way to get a rebound on current gen. This is definitely a lifesaver, and it doesn't matter whether your players are big or small. As you can see on the screen, I'm just showing this that you can do it with every player, and yeah, I'm trying it with every possible player that I have on the court. I'm using Kawhi, Gilmore, and Butler, but you get the point. For next gen, sadly, there is no like sure method. As you can see, I'm showing what I tried to do while grinding. I tried calling for a pick and roll, and then just letting my center to roll down and then shooting whatever. And what else I tried is this method where I'm just shooting from under the basket and getting rebounds like this. This was the only thing that actually saved me while doing the last challenges, where you need to do 8 rebounds with Worthy. Well, that's at the very end when you're trying to get Bill Russell. So this is the only method that actually saved me, and that's probably the only way to do it, at least as far as I know. Now for steals, method again is the exact the same for current and for the next gen, and what you want to do is just run like at a 45-degree angle at your opponent and spam steal, and it's fine if you foul. As you can see, just click X and square, and in a lot of cases after a foul you get a steal like this. But yeah, mostly you're gonna be depending on a bum steals as the one that you see on the screen. Also, you can try full court pressing your opponents, that helps as well, but the method is exactly the same every single time. You just run at a 45-degree angle, and when you're right in front of the dude, you just cut him out and press square and you get a steal that way. I want to say if you have the ability, you would rather, it would be better for you to play on current gen because it's easier there. Now for dunks and layups on current gen, you will have to know how to speed boost. At least that's the only method that I figured out for myself when trying to come up with something. But yeah, just call pass and screen away and speed boost, and every single time you have an open lane to drive. And the only difference between dunking and layups is whether you hold R2 or you don't. And just make sure that you don't when you need layups, and when you need to get dunks, you just hold R2, you get under there and you score. On next gen, it's a bit different. What you need to do is you need to step back, run to either side, and then do the behind the back. That behind the back makes sure for you that you don't get blocked. Again, holding R2 for a dunk, releasing R2 for a layup, but you see the method on your screen. And last but not the least is the method for assists. And again, it's the same for current gen and next gen, and especially useful when you need to do more than 7 assists. So what you want to do is go to either wing, call for the screen. When you call for the screen, click R3 as well, so you get the screen to run towards the middle, and you do the curry slide, or you can just simply run, to be honest, but you just run to the free throw line and you stand there. It's not as important on current gen to keep on standing there, but it's super important on next gen. You see the method works on both gens, and it's easy, simple. You will get all your assists done every single game, but as you can see, it did work on a current gen, and on next gen it's especially important to stand on the free point line, on a free throw line, just because your teammate who's setting the screen is gonna be running towards the 3-point line most of the time if you're not doing that. And when you're standing on the free throw line, he will just run back to get your assist and to do it just fine and successful. And these are the easiest methods to win them all. The only thing that I didn't really cover was winning by 7 points while using 3 of X team's players, but it's just winning. Like, you just need to play and replay probably a few times to win if it doesn't work out for you at the first try. But I cannot really tell you how to win in the easiest way on next gen. On next gen, it's super easy, at least for me, because you just curry slide and shoot a 3-pointer, and I'm not as experienced on current gen, so I don't want to just talk out of my ass without actually knowing what I'm really talking about. And remember guys, if you cannot do it on the first try, these challenges were really difficult, especially the last couple ones to get Bill Russell. So really do not get discouraged. Try a couple of times. These are challenges, these are not handouts. So, and Bill Russell is definitely worth it at the end. But yeah, keep trying, and I know you can do it. Hope these tips will help you, and hope you get that Bill Russell in no time. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe if you're new. But for now, I'm out. Peace.